program today.
I'm excited to welcome our friends from the Alabama Naskilla tribe of Texas and Naskilla Gaming here today to provide us an update. I'm going to first call on Yolanda Poncho, who's responsible for marketing with Naskilla. And besides that, if you guys have any interest in history, culture, traditions associated with the tribe, she is a wealth of information. She can recite pretty much all of the history of the tribe. So Yo, let's kick off.
I first want to say Hachikano. That means hello in my language, or how are you. We don't say hello or goodbye in my language. We say how are you, and when I leave today, I'll let you know how we say see you later. But thank you, Andy, for that. I want to introduce our people today. We have Clint Poncho. He works in public relations for Naskilla Gaming, former tribal council member. We have Roland Poncho, who is a council member. He just got in this January. He'll be serving for 3 years. We have our Ian Vescano with Naskilla Gaming. He works in the IT program, and he's a graduate of Livingston High School. And we have our tribal council vice chairman, Ronnie Thomas. Thank you for being here. The last time we were here was in 2016, and we do help out the Lions Club. Miss Paula Harvey always contacts me. We buy the trees, and this past year, I just want to tell you, we put the trees on our parade for that downtown Christmas parade, and we got first place this year. We told them where we got the trees, so that was a good thing. Before we begin, I want to tell you a few things that we have going at Naskilla Gaming. You might have seen this video a couple years ago, but we do have updated numbers for you today. But we have, in March 24th, it's a Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., we call it Celebrate the Culture. I don't know if you remember, we used to have a tourism program. We don't have that anymore, but we're going to bring back the dancers that day for around 12 o'clock, and we have a lot of vendors going to come and set up for food and arts and crafts. You can come through if you want to bring your kids or grandkids. We'll show them how to make baskets, how we make beadwork, and anything that pertains to our culture. On June 1st and 2nd, we're going to have our 50th annual powwow at the reservation. The 50th is a great, hallmark, and it's a homecoming for our people. We have a lot of people that's going to come this year, so please come and join us. That's going to be at the ballpark. In mid-March, if you've ever been to our restaurant, it's called Timbers Grill. We're going to be closing for remodeling. It's gotten bigger and better. We want to do more. So we're going to be closing down, but our cafe, we're going to switch everything towards the cafe, and then we'll still be open for food, but by about 6 weeks after that, we'll be ready for a bigger restaurant. I'm also working on a cultural exhibit throughout the Naskilla Gaming. We're working with FFKR architect firm, and we're going to have throughout our whole facility pictures of our artifacts, pictures of what days long gone of our ancestors and our migration route, how we got here, and also a timeline of the tribe when we first came to East Texas. So I'm looking forward to that, and we will come back and invite you for that. That will be opened by the annual powwow. And one thing we want to work on is future plans for a golf tournament for the Carlos Bullock Scholarship Fund. As you know, we lost Carlos last year in August, and we wanted to honor him by having a golf tournament and raise money to proceeds that scholarship fund. So we will let you know about that soon. So we want to start off with a video about Naskilla Gaming, and we'll start our presentation.
We are Naskilla Gaming, operated by the Alabama Coushatta tribe and located on their historic tribal reservation near Livingston. We're more than 200 strong, full-time workers with full-time benefits. We are your neighbors. Almost 60% of Naskilla Gaming employees are non-tribal members. We are bringing economic development to the Big Thicket region. In our first year of operations, we invested more than $14 million in infrastructure, and our payroll exceeded $10 million. Moving forward, Naskilla Gaming will spend more than $17 million a year in Texas on operations and capital costs. Naskilla Gaming offers electronic bingo on tribal lands as authorized by the Federal Indian Gaming Regulatory Act. We are an alcohol-free gaming venue just an hour north of Houston. 365 gaming machines, a bright, clean gaming center, and our fabulous Timbers Grill restaurant. Naskilla Gaming is keeping Texas entertainment dollars right here in Texas. We are Naskilla Gaming.
So again, Naskilla Gaming, we've been open for almost 2 years now. In May 16, 2016, we'll be celebrating our second year anniversary. And we do have been making a significant impact in East Texas. The video said we had 365 machines. Today we have 800 machines. And we are now 30 square foot facilities, 300,000 square foot, 30,000 square foot, yeah. Well, I want to talk to you today about the gaming overview, legal authorization for Naskilla Gaming. The state, we're going to give you an update about the state of Texas against the tribe, about our tribe and how you can show your support. As I mentioned, we did have our soft opening in May 16, 2016, but our grand opening was June 2nd. And then we are located on our reservation, and correction is 35,000 square foot facility with 800 machines. We paid Texas jackpot, Texas-sized jackpots. We had a winner the other day for 80,000, but the biggest winner still is 86,000. We have our Timbers Grill restaurant and our Cafe Ictose. Ictose means little tree. We have our Seven Feathers Circle Players Club. We had a membership of 155,000, but we have had so many visitors that come. Weekends are phenomenal. We get about 5,000 visitors a day for weekends alone. We have smoking and non-smoking sections, and we have 2 new areas for that too, and we are alcohol-free. The payroll that we said in the video was 10 million, but it's actually 16.8 million now. That's because we now have 330 members, team members. They're full-time. The full-time members get generous health benefits. We're very appreciative of that, because a lot of the people, when they write to Babin to tell him, please support our gaming facility, our jobs, to please protect our jobs, a lot of them don't have insurance for a long time, and they're very appreciative of what Naskilla offers on their health benefits. 70% are non-tribal members, and along with the tribe and Naskilla Gaming, we are now the 3rd largest employer in Polk County. We're very proud of that. Since pre-opening of December 2017, all the monies to date to get the facility initiated was $39.4 million. That was in the state of Texas. That has increased. $31.5 million of that spent locally. That has increased. Going forward, we're estimating annual in-state spending for operating expenses and capital will be $22.3 million in Texas, $11.5 million in Polk County. Texas Gaming, you don't have to go across Louisiana border anymore. We came right here in East Texas, and that she is still our biggest jackpot winner, but I'm pretty sure someone will beat her in short time. But yeah, we're very proud of Naskilla Gaming, how far we've come. We're very happy there. If you see us, we have customer services, our comment cards when we review them. Nothing but good stuff, good praises, and that just not shows about our Naskilla and the tribe. It shows East Texas, our hospitality. So come and see us if you haven't visited us. This time I want to have Clint Poncho talk to you about the legislative issues.
Good afternoon. Good to be here once again with the Lions Club, and also want to thank the people that prepared the food. It was an awesome meal today. Amen. And as you can tell, I gained a little weight from last night. But I want to go through a little bit about our federal legislative structure here. Back in 1988, Congress, they had passed the Indian Gaming Regulatory Act. They also formed the National Indian Gaming Commission that regulates all tribal gaming facilities on tribal trust lands. Right now, there's a tribal group, the traditional Kickapoos. They live in Eagle Pass, Texas. They have been operating the same type of facility that we have for over 20 years. And this is where, the state of Texas is trying to fight us, but still they got another tribal entity that's been open for many of years. And the Indian Gaming Regulatory Act, they form 3 categories of Indian gaming. Number 1 is our traditional ceremonial tribal games, which we sometimes will have games such as stickball, or even, you know, different games that we bet on each other. Class 2 is the bingo, non-house bank card games, is what kind of facility that what we have, Class 2. Class 3 is like the Las Vegas style of gaming. They got blackjack tables, crap tables, and in the future, hopefully we'll get to that Class 3 level. But right now we're in Class 2, and this is what we are providing at this time. And the Alabama Cashadas Tribe Class 2 gaming ordinance was approved by the National Indian Gaming Commission back in 10/8 of 15, which allowed the tribe to open our facility. Right now, the current status, the state of Texas is trying to shut us down. And we had a preliminary trial that was scheduled back in May. Right now, there's no legal resolution right now. But we are still months away from that, and we will be remaining open 24/7 as the process goes through. And we did invite the Attorney General's office to come and visit our facility, and they came and visited all of our staff, all of our machines, and they couldn't find anything that was wrong with our facility. And we also did invite the National Indian Gaming Commission also to come and visit our facility, and everything went good, and that's why we're open right now. The status of the case, there was a hearing back in May, as I said, in the Federal District Court of the Eastern District of Beaumont, Texas Division, and there's a hearing set for February the 28th that's coming up pretty quick. And regardless of the decision that the judges make, we are still gonna, if they go against us, we're still gonna make our process and fight till we get a decision from the 5th Circuit of Appeals there. We'll probably end up in New Orleans on that one. For the next slide. In summary, the tribe sought a federal authorization to open our facility, and right now the state is trying to, you know, shut us down. But you know, as we said, we have the tribe has always done their best to make sure that everything is legal, that we do things, and the tribal council, you know, they always make sure that, you know, the tribe is taken care of, and also the employees that work for us. And we're very proud that we have this facility, and I can tell you that there are senior elders that work for us, and also there are young individuals that are, you know, single parents, but they still come and they enjoy. I always go out and as public relations, I go out to Huntsville, Conroe, the Woodlands, and they hear about the facility. And they said they're glad there's something here close by, rather than going, you know, 3 hours away and 3 hours coming back. So I hear a lot of good things, and they ask about hotels also. And I always mention Livingston is the closest and nearest hotel that we have. So I know that the impact that the gaming facility has a, you know, good impact on our community. And I thank for you guys for letting us have this opportunity to come and share this little presentation. So thank you all again for letting us be here. And at this time, I wanted to introduce our elder, one of our gentlemen that has been working for the tribe for many years. And I have a lot of respect for this man, Mr. Roland Poncho. Thank you.
I may not follow the script, but I just want to outline about 6 years in which kind of formed our tribe. In 1763, we moved away from the area we now know as Alabama because of the Treaty of Paris, which ceded all land east of the Mississippi. In 1854, land was set aside for the tribe to live on. 1,110 acres was purchased by the federal government through the assistance of our good friend and leader and our partners in our history, General Sam Houston. In 1934 was the Indian Reorganization Act that placed different Indian tribes as recognized, and we were among them. In 1954, this status of federal recognition was terminated by policies of the United States government. And it was transferred to the state of Texas. All the land was put in trust, and then Attorney General Mattis one day said, "Wow, you know, this is against the Constitution, Texas Constitution." So they moved to remove us from state jurisdiction, and they said that we were nothing more than an unincorporated association, kind of like a Lions Club, I guess. We could have had the biggest Lions Club if we knew back then. But this signal for us to start appealing to the federal government to restore us back to federal status, protect our land. And in 1986, this was done, the Restoration Act. And the Restoration Act put us back under full federal status, but there are some areas that we are dealing with that the state of Texas are using to shut us down. And then the next significant year is 2016, when we started our gaming operation. Thank you very much.
I want to add that the proceeds, someone came by and told me, I love coming to your casino or your gaming facility because I know you're not a corporation. It goes back to your tribe, correct? I said, it sure does. The revenue we get goes back to the tribe, and the tribe turns around and takes care of our people. As a matter of fact, as the cold winter came the last month, the elders, I know my mom and dad were so happy they got some propane. You know, they said, well, I don't know who came, but they gave me some propane. I knew who it came from, but I'm just glad that they're taking care of our elders. Even though we have a trailer park, we have 2 trailer parks. They're getting updated. These are old trailer homes, but now, thanks to Naskilla, they're going to get renovated. Some of them got big families, so they're getting 5 bedrooms. So it is coming back to the tribe in a good way. As we mentioned, we are in a legislative, when Judge Giblin, who is in the Eastern District, did make a ruling, and I wanted Ronnie Thomas to give you a little bit update. But if you keep going, I want to share a little bit more information. We are self-sufficient, and we do appreciate Ms. Murphy for helping us out. She's been a great supporter, Representative James White as well, and Mr. Babin, Congressman Babin will give you an update about his opinion. The way we want people to show our support is you go online to www.supportnaskilla.com. You just put in your name, your address, and it'll go straight to your elected official, and that you support Naskilla Gaming, that you support these jobs to stay open, for us to keep our jobs. And I wanted to tell you that we did have Hurricane Relief Fund. The Alabama-Coshada Tribal Council approved over $500,000 donation to the counties affected. $250,000 went to Harris County. The remainder of the counties that was given to was Pope, Tyler, San Jacinto, Liberty, Jefferson, Hardin, Montgomery, Orange, Jasper, and Newton counties. So we have set up a relief fund, and all the contributions will go to other tribes as well that were affected. The overwhelming support that we received, we had a survey done, and 3/4 of the area respondents voiced their support for the facility in a poll conducted late last year. Tribal Council believes a deep level of support makes it appropriate to seek congressional support and action to ensure that Naskilla Gaming will be part of a East Texas economy for decades to come. The poll conducted by Ragnar Research Partners focused on the 10 counties in Congressional District 36, and it showed that Naskilla Gaming and the tribe enjoy sky-high approval ratings among those identifying themselves as active church members. Tribal Council Joanne Batiste, the chairperson, Joanne Batiste, said it was important that the tribe that it conduct a scientific survey of support before moving forward with its efforts in Washington. We want to be a good neighbor. We have been overwhelmed by the show of support, and we're very grateful, Ms. Batiste said. This is the percentage that you'll see. The poll showed levels of support in different counties. East Texas, 75%, 13 opposed. Liberty Chambers, 82%, 6 opposed. Harris County, 73%, 6% opposed. Very conservative, 73% support us and 12% opposed. Moderate to liberal, 85% support, 6 opposed. Baptist, 76 support, 8% opposed. Catholic, 79 support us percentage, and 6% opposed. The popularity that the tribe is evident across the Republican voters who self-identify as somewhat and moderately conservative. We have been very blessed with great success at Naskilla Gaming. Every quarter, the number of visitors from all over the state increases, just as we predicted. Given a chance, guests will spend their entertainment dollars in Texas, said Chairperson Batiste. And I do want to tell you, last week we had a 1 million visitor that walked in. And would you know she was from Alaska? So anyway, we're 1 million. It's a very milestone for us. At this time, Ronnie, can you come, Chairperson, Vice Chairman will tell you about the update about our legal issues.
Thank you, Yolanda, Clint, Roland, for that fine presentation. First of all, I'd like to thank the Livingston Lions Club for providing the tribe and Naskilla Gaming for the opportunity to make this presentation to you. My name is Ronnie Thomas. I am Tribal Council Vice Chairman and have been for the last 3 years. You know, what we're faced at this time, you know, are a couple of issues. You know, one of them that you're aware of is the litigation that was that you were informed about, you know, in the presentation. You know, State of Texas versus the Alabama Coushatta Tribe of Texas. You know, this has been ongoing since we opened. You know, we had informed the State of Texas of our intentions to open. You know, they agreed with it, you know, because they signed a pre-litigation agreement with the tribe, which allowed us, well, we were going to open anyway, whether they liked it or not, because we would exert our right as a sovereign nation in the United States, and as a tribal nation, you know, as a federally recognized tribe. You know, so, you know, we went through this whole process, you know, approaching the Department of Interior, who subsequently informed us that we need to address this issue along with Isleta del Sur Pueblo, who are located in El Paso County in West Texas. You know, because we are intertwined with them in the same Restoration Act. You know, they've been gaming for quite a long time, battling the state of Texas. You know, for the last 20 years, you know, they faced the same things that we have. You know, only they kept going. You know, we slowed down back in 2000, and you know, and then subsequently, you know, followed the process. We did it right this time. You know, yet the state refuses, you know, to recognize, you know, what we did. They refuse to recognize, you know, that Indian Game and Regulatory Act, you know, is our regulatory structure for the tribe to follow in regards to its gaming activities. You know, but you know, as I said, the state refuses, you know, to recognize this. Last week, the Eastern District of East Texas, you know, submitted an adversarial ruling against the tribe. You know, they were in favor of the state of Texas's, I guess their opinions, I guess, you know, and or rather, okay, let me correct that, their argument, you know, against why we were wrong, you know, to open. They referred back to the 94 decision, you know, and also what was interesting enough is that the comment came that was made back in '02 is that Congress needs to amend the Restoration Act in order to fix this problem that we face. So now we're faced with two issues. You know, number one, the tribe did file an appeal, a notice of appeal immediately following that ruling. Number two, we also filed a motion to stay pending the appeal. That this motion to stay would allow Naskilla Gaming to remain open and continue providing these employment opportunities, you know, to their employees, you know, as well as continuing bolstering the economies of Polk and Tyler counties. What's interesting now is that, you know, based upon that comment that was made by Judge Gibbon in regards to amending the Restoration Act, I met with Congressman Brian Babin last Wednesday, and he informed me that, you know, he was very disappointed with the ruling that the federal court came down with and ruled in favor of the state of Texas. You know, so with that, he promptly informed the tribe that he intended to file the federal legislation which we have been pursuing for so long. You know, this is our second round at it. We had an initial one filed in 2015, which did not basically go anywhere. But now with this dilemma that we're facing, you know, he has stated that he is supporting the tribe. He actually did file that legislation on last Thursday. It is known as HR 4985. You know, and we have 3 co-sponsors along with the congressman. They are Congressman Doug LaMalfa, Congressman Paul Gosar, and Congressman Don Young. Those are some influential congressmen. LaMalfa is over the subcommittee of American Indians, Alaskan Natives, and Insular Affairs, you know, which is a subcommittee of the Subcommittee of Natural Resources, which is under the Department of Interior and Indian Affairs. So, you know, hopefully all goes well and we get an opportunity to schedule up a hearing so we can present, you know, our legislation and our reasons, you know, why this needs to go forward. And the real reason why is to allow this economic development opportunity that the tribe has presented before the counties and the local area to move forward, to exist, you know, and thrive, you know, in the years to come. So with that, that's just a short summary of what is going on, and you know, we expect to be extremely busy here in the next couple of months, you know, trying to get this hearing scheduled up, you know, because it's going to be a process, because we got to go through the House, then we have to go through the Senate there, and they both have to come to votes on the floor. That gets approved, then it goes to the president, and you know, I have my opinion about him, and you know, I just sincerely hope that you know, he looks down favorably upon the legislation and signs our bill into law. You know. So with that, I'll entertain any questions in regards to this issue. Yes, sir.
When do you all expect Judge Giblin to rule on the stay?
We have a telephone conference. Well, our attorneys and the state's attorneys have a telephone conference on the 21st next week. You know, to decide on these issues here, and then there is a hearing scheduled on the 28th.
In my opinion, why do you think that they're fighting living in, or y'all so bad when they're letting the one in West Texas stay open? Do you think it has anything to do with money coming from Louisiana?
It's very possible. I mean, we're vetting all sources out. You know, we have in our, you know, our lobbying teams to research, you know, contributions that's coming from elsewhere. It's interesting. It's very interesting to see what it is. I mean, you can see the Louisiana interest contributions. You know, that's how far we're going. I mean, we're covering our bases on it.
Do y'all really think that that's the reason why they're not, in your opinion?
In my opinion, that's how the game is played. Let's put it that way.
I go quite often to Laverne. Moving in the parking lot there in Louisiana. 90% of the place is Texas. So there's your answer.
Yes, sir. I'm aware of that too, because I cannot play at Naskilla Gaming, you know, so I have to go across the river also.
We also have the so-called billion-dollar buyer who's on TV that's,
Oh
you know, real close by.
The owner of Golden Nugget. Any other questions? I-14? No, that one's actually been in the works for quite a while. It's kind of like this Trans-Canada Highway, I-69, you know, same thing, because they were trying to provide, I believe, military access from Fort Polk all the way over. Yes, sir.
You know, rumors are always one thing that kind of gets scattered around, and you never know what's exactly the truth on it. But I had heard that within maybe 5 years or so, that the tribe had set aside several hundred acres that they were looking at possibly building a casino the size of, you know, LaBerge, what we were talking about, or whatever. Is there any truth to that, or is that something in the works, or?
Well, that's one that has been talked about, you know, but that's down the road. You know, we have to get over, you know, our issues first, right here, before we can even plan for that.
My question was something similar. At what point do y'all try to go to level 3?
Okay, well, I do believe I answered that. You know, once we can overcome, you know, this, the litigation part of it, the legislation, you know, either way that litigation goes, you know, we are going to fight it, you know, all the way up. I said, you know, even though we may have lost this first round, we've appealed. I said, we lose that appeal, we can go to en banc. En banc panel either hears it, rules against us, rules against them. You know, it's going to be an ongoing battle, probably all the way up to the Supreme Court. You know, that's how far we're willing to take it. You know, so, you know, that's the fight, that's the determination that we have, because we believe that we are right, you know, in doing what we did when we established Naskilla Gaming. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
And I understand your determination to fight against the state, but the state has endless resources. Your resources are going to be limited. I mean, how long can you fight these guys?
As long as possible. You know, I mean, we have the fight. We have the ability right now to continue. You know, and I'm pretty sure, you know, as we move forward, is that we'll, you know, it would probably be wise for us to set aside funds, you know, to continue this battle, because it's going to be ongoing for about 2 or 3 years. That's what we're anticipating. Other questions?